We teach students how to read and write, but now there's a greater need to explore the message within the moving image. This is motion media literacy. People create video anywhere at any time. It's crucial to teach young people how to use these tools to communicate a powerful message. We need to formally educate students how to use camera angles, cinematic language, and filming techniques to construct meaning. Teaching motion media literacy is about helping students to form a critical eye when viewing any moving image in their everyday lives.
So far, I've learned a lot of important information about the filming process. I've learned how to properly write a treatment and a storyboard, and we've also learned a little bit about the use of cinematic language.
I like learning about making movies, making short films, learning cinematic language. It's interesting to see how it all was constructed. I've learned the value of an e-portfolio in a modern world. It's much more accessible in many ways.
Teaching motion media goes beyond the classroom. In order to teach students about motion media literacy, Caroline Habig teamed up with Rosebud Institute and Carthage College. Throughout the process, Habig focused on teaching these new literacy skills using sociology content. Each student created a short film idea using their background in sociology. The purpose was to help students to successfully communicate their knowledge through a moving image. While engaged in extensive work, students documented their process and collaborated using a number of Web 2.0 technologies. Habig also organized a workshop with community professionals to give students hands-on experience using cinematic language, technique, work on editing, and engage in story circles to refine their short film ideas and e-portfolios. Working with these professionals added to the authenticity of the project. Students created digital portfolios to share their learning process. E-portfolios also educate students about the significance of how they present themselves in a variety of mediums. Students need to be taught how to create a professional digital footprint, learn the rules of intellectual property right and digital citizenship.
Well, it helped a lot out of school. We could just keep all our stuff on the internet. That way we didn't have to worry about losing files. And with the Google Sites, we could post our videos on there so you, our teacher, could watch it at home and they could grade it and just a lot of stuff like that. And we also got feedback from the college professors on Google Sites, and then we could share documents on Google Docs. And then to upload the videos, we used YouTube, which is another Google.
Because the whole e-portfolio thing, you can use it for like jobs and a job interview. And if you didn't have everything in it, you can put all your updates in there from experiences in the past and newer things.
Technology is a vehicle for students to show their understanding. In order to give students the opportunity to educate their larger community, Caroline Habig, her students, and Rosebud Institute organized the Silent Shorts Film Festival. This event was well received and attended by a diverse audience.
Particular project help educate you more and how it could help educate other students, and should there be more of them?
I definitely think there should be more of them because in the film part of it, making our own films was allowing us to be creative, which a lot of classes don't really do at this point, like in high school. And I think the e-portfolios are really helpful because they're a professional tool that we'll be able to use later on.
Okay, thank you.
I think it was so creative, innovative, the way the students use technology, but I do have to say I want to thank compliments to Ms. Carolyn Habig, because I think without an innovative, creative teacher, intellectually being able to challenge the kids to do that is unbelievable. And then back to the student portion, again, she had shared that it appeared they were reluctant, but then to see that they came together to work on a final project that involved, again, a masterpiece of short, silent films was amazing to see.
So how do you think events such as these help educate students further, and should there be more of them?
Definitely, there should be more public events like this, because it's a way to showcase what students are doing. I mean, first of all, if a student comes to one of these and sees what other students have done, as I think some of my students came today, they will say, wow, I want to do that, and they'll go out and maybe do the same thing. As far as, educators coming, I think that's another valuable thing, because as an educator, you sit in the seat and you're kind of watching what students can do, and if you didn't see it in action, you might think, well, it can't be done. So I think that definitely even educators can learn from something like this and maybe go out into the environment and, go back to school, come up with a project of their own. It might not be a film event, it could be anything, and then have the same success.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Really great to finally see my hard work pay off and have a lot of different people get to view it. It was a really great experience.
Impression, what did you think?
Well, as an educator in the district, I was really impressed to see what other educators are doing. For example, the e-portfolio is something that's fairly new, but it's an interesting way to get kids communicating to future employers, to the job market in general, but also to colleges. Like, hey, this is me. This is what I can do. This is what I write, and it really kind of will set them apart. So that was an interesting facet of it.
It was a big success, the way it was organized. I liked how they had a red carpet, everyone got to vote in. It was really nice.
Being a major part of this production, how do you feel the event went?
Overall, I feel it was very successful. It was nice to really see the students' hard work all come together. I know it's been a very long process, and I think students did a great job at really learning how to communicate effectively through a moving image, as well as I was really happy with the way students tied in course content from sociology.
Educate students more than regular classwork, and do you think there should be more of them?
I do. I believe that when you have any opportunity to take your teaching and your students' work and create an authentic audience, taking their work out beyond the walls of their classroom, beyond the walls of their school, even to a global level, if you think about it in terms of online content and creating that and teaching kids how to do it effectively, I think that's important. But I really think through a process, kids really work a lot with problem solving and creativity and really communicating, not only with each other, but with their teachers, and learning how to discuss their ideas and work through the issues they have. And I really think that doing something, a project to that size, or using technology in order to really have a project that focuses on 21st century skills, I think will really last them a lifetime. And I think that's important.